Hello YouTube, this is Dolph the Supreme with another action figure review. Today I'm reviewing my Transformers Generations Age of Extinction Deluxe Class High Octane Bumblebee. Got this guy for my birthday along with a Voyager Class Grimlock. In car mode, as you can see, he turns into a 1960s muscle car, the Camaro, of course. That's Camaro. And he has black detailing, or he's mainly black with yellow detailing, as they change it from yellow to with black detailing. I guess he's been taking some, he's taking a page off of Transformers Prime Bumblebee. My heat starters. Anyway, detailing is fairly good in this form as far as sculpted detail, but very little of it is picked out in paint. Yeah, the tail, his taillights are not painted. His license plate isn't painted. Door handle, pipe thing, not painted. It's really kind of annoying. And a lot of the rims you can see in the back, the front of the vehicle, not painted. It's kind of not sure if the front. Not sure the front of it should be painted though. Now, but still, it would have been nice to have some painted detail in there. Anyway, he rolls alright. Better than Dark Bumblebee. Anyway, transformation. Moving on to the transformation, it's pretty much the same transformation we've had for nearly every Bumblebee since movie 2007, since Revenge of the Fallen Human Alliance Bumblebee. You just pop open the door. You pull down the this time you actually pull down the front of the car so you can pull the wheels out. Open the back of the car. Straighten the knees. Pull the roof over and collapse it in on itself. I'm going to move pull the feet out. The same almost exactly the same transformation it's been since movie 2007 Concept Camaro Bumblebee. Split apart the arms. Two open pigs in there. Fold them out as per usual. The transformation of the chest is a little bit different this time. You split this in half. You pull both pieces down like this. So they go from like this to this on a double hinge. You fold this down, and his head will force this open. Split them apart, and you have and then you just have to tuck his backpack under his wings. The transformation is complete. You have Bumblebee in his High Octane Bumblebee in his robot mode. Yeah, in this robot mode, he's not a bad figure at all. When I first saw him, when I first saw the pics from BotCon, I thought he was the worst of the new Transformers movie figures. I don't think that now. He's not the best of them, but he's still a very good figure in his own right. Painted detail is limited to his toes in robot mode, and I think maybe his face. Now, and his eyes. It's just odd his eyes are painted because he has light piping in the back of his head. Literally half of his head is sculpted in light piping, which is kind of weird and a little bit annoying, but no, what can you do? Yes. Then you have his I guess sculpted deal on his arms, legs. Though a lot of this moldy, my problem is that a lot of this molded detail would look a lot better in gray or black. Like like the inside of his torso, his chest and his abdomen, should be. They were molded in gray on the feet too. The feet were molded in gray. And then you have if they were molded in gray, then you painted the then the legs, and then the lower legs molded in black, and then you have molded the lower legs and maybe his arm panels in black. That would look that would have been a lot better. I mean, it's not bad, but the colors would have made it look a whole lot better. Oh, sorry. Now the arms may look a little bit disproportionate with the legs. The legs may seem a little bit too long for them, but it's actually not that bad in person. And they're not all that much shorter. Articulation, he has basic ball jointed head. A really tight ratchet joint the shoulder that does arm extend out. Then rotates, bends the elbow, and swivels the elbow. Legs can go out in all directions. They're on a double hinge. Bends at the knee, swivels at the thigh. Can bend forward at the foot, the ankle. And that's his articulation. This weapon is a little. It looks like it would pop out of his arm, but it doesn't, and it's not removable. Unfortunately, it's not movie accurate either. It's not a bad weapon. It's just I wish it was removable. It's because you can't have it's just I like having the option to have Transformers like without weapons. If you can take the weapons off. I like being able to disarm my Transformers, and then again it was really kind of weird to. They just don't like having the weapon out all the time. Anyway, missile fires. It's friction based. You push on it and it fires. And as for comparison, there he is with Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. Now, as you can see, he's a bit smaller. He's a bit smaller than his previous movie counterpart. This is my custom Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. Yeah, and but if I had not custom painted this guy, he would have more paint applications. And yeah, and as you can see, I prefer the Dark Moon Bumblebee figure though, because even though I had to custom paint it to get it to look perfect, get it to look this good, you still have the option to remove his weapon, and he looks a lot. And I still think the proportions are a little better. His head, this Bumblebee's head seems just a bit. It looks like too small. This is a bit too wide. This one, the head's not fairly sized, and the chest, slim. It fits in nice. The proportions of the chest are really nice. Anyway, my final thoughts on this guy are pick him up. I mean, he's not the best of the new Age of Extinction figures, and I definitely think I definitely recommend you get say Crosshairs or Hound or Optimus or Grimlock or Galvatron before this guy. But this isn't a major top 1 priority, but he's cool. He's not a bad figure. He's worth picking up, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get him. This has been my review of Transformers Generations Age of Extinction Deluxe Class High Octane Bumblebee, and I will see you